been a morning. It's been a morning. It's been a morning. Like, not a bad morning, but it's been a morning. Busy. Grandpa's hungry. He keeps asking me for more food. Dan's on a walk. I had to make him toast. He's had a big bowl of cereal. He's had 2 glasses of coffee, and he keeps like looking for more. Oh, moneymaker. Plus, I didn't sleep. I was up till 2 a.m. last night. I had the best day. 40?
So the discount item that you got doesn't have a discount. If you want to see the same price to buy a full price item, you can get it for 58 to 60.
I don't know what that means.
Like, you know those baby joggers that you weren't sure of?
The what joggers?
Baby joggers that they're covered, you're like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like, you put another pair of normal jogger in a different color, this is for less price than the on sale item that you weren't sure of.
Okay.
It's at 40%.
Okay.
What color?
Oh, what color do they have? Hold on. We're purchasing something.
I didn't know that, like, all the on sale items don't have a discount on
Yeah.
The main items will have a 40% off.
Oh. I just don't know what you... Hannah, by the way, if you want to do yoga on these are clean. They just got knocked down. Hold on. Morning. What color? The rose color ones that I was talking about?
Yeah, like the ones that I have, I said.
Yeah.
I don't know about those. They're on sale, but I don't think it marks down sale items. I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
it doesn't.
If you're not sure, then I'll remove it. I'd rather get you a full price item. You'll get it for like less.
We have a Viore sale going on right now. So we were picking out some clothes.
There's an opening, like midnight heather.
I already have that, right? That's what I had yesterday. So if I'm getting the gray ones, pick me out something that's not going to show my cottage cheese.
Black. That's close.
Yeah, that's close. Well, that one's kind of a black grayish.
Black heather.
Just give me.
A navy blue or a charcoal heather.
Let me see the chart.
It's like more, it's black, but it has kind of like.
I don't know. Give me that same color. The rosewood. Do they have that?
This
Yeah.
or this one.
I
I
can't
think
see.
this one's good.
Okay.
Marcella.
That's fine. Get
It's like
it.
a pretty.
Ha! Sorry.
It's like a pretty pink.
As long as it doesn't show all my cellulite. Yes, Jeff. Let's do it. I think for a minute. Anyway, yeah, so Viore's having a sale, y'all. So if you like Viore, it's like 40% off, I think. So I bought a pair of Viore, like, performance joggers the other day. My chapstick is done. And anyway, I loved them, so I wanted another pair, and Hannah had a code. So, anywho. I was conceived in the South and born in the South, therefore I am Southern. Yes. Had a great day yesterday. It was raining cats and dogs yesterday here. Now it's a beautiful day. Went to watch the Nuggets. I'm watching Salt Lake, but I couldn't get it on my, I don't know, I was having technical difficulties. Viore. Viori. Great athletic wear. Super, super soft. Smartless podcast, and they all love. Yes. Angela, it's great. No cottage cheese. Yeah, we don't want. My cottage cheese was showing. I don't like it. Oh, is it V-U-O? I don't remember how to spell it. Shit, type it in like that. And V-U-O-R-I. Is that how it is? I don't know. You're right, I think. There might be a U in it. Abort. Shit. Anywho, I'm dead tired, y'all. We saw the Nuggets yesterday, played soccer. We couldn't hang out because time change. The game was going to be earlier. So we made plans with Jennifer. It's because Hannah won't see her for the week, right? Because Jennifer and Andrew are on their way to New York right now. So went to the Nuggets game, met Jennifer. I thought it was how you said. And then went out to dinner with my kids, had ramen last night, then came home. Hannah's friends kept Andrew with Jennifer because they went to the airport like at 4 a.m. Said goodbye to them. They went shopping, came home. One of Hannah's girlfriends came over from high school, and I love her friends. So stayed up with them chatting. Love catching up. I'm like such that nosy mom. Yes, they have men too. Great stuff. I can't buy Dan nice stuff though, because he burns them. Don't ask me how. If you know, you know. So, yes, and so Riley came over. Cutest thing, apparently her mom watches us, so Kelly, if you're on, hey girl, loves us, I guess. And then Justin, Hannah's boyfriend, called her all night long, so we were all FaceTiming. And then guess what? Are y'all ready for this? So Jennifer hates the way Andrew dresses. Hates it. He's got a little cowboy rustic going on, which I don't care. You know what? If he wants to, that's his style. So she's traveling with him. So all day she was giving him the shit. So she coerced him into going shopping once we dropped him off. Made him get a really nice outfit. Jennifer approved. And then something was spicy. Something was happening. Something was in the works. Hannah calls Hannah, and says, where are you? Right? Always hate that. With Mom and Riley. Go upstairs. Shit. What? I don't like, is he okay? Just let me know. So he goes upstairs, they come down, and she's like, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. I was like, this little punk kid. So anyhow, they come back, he forgot something at the house. And then he's like, Mom, something's in my room. I don't know what it is. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was just up there. He's like, I don't know. You need to come see this. I was like, I shut the gosh darn door, right? He's like, bruh, come. So I'm walking up the stairs sniffing, right, to see if I can smell something. He walks in the door, he stands aside, and there is a Gucci bag on his bed. A Gucci bag. I said, what in the world is that? And he's smiling, and he said, open it. I looked at Jennifer. Jennifer's like, wasn't my idea. Wasn't my idea. And I said, were you responsible? He said, hell no. I didn't even know what the hell he was doing, right? And I said, what? He goes, yeah, I had no idea. A Gucci. So I opened it up. I put the video on Patreon. So anybody who has Patreon, you'll be able to see it. I think I posted it the wrong way though. But anyway, yeah, he bought me a Gucci purse. He picked it out. He wanted Gucci because I guess the way it went down was, he's like, oh, there's a Louis Vuitton here. And he's like, Jennifer, do you want to go in there? And she's like, no, I can't afford anything in there right now. Hi, Sean Dog. And so he's like, and then he's like, Gucci. So he's like, oh, there's Gucci. I got to go in there. Now, Andrew doesn't go to the mall, right? So he has no idea. So she's like, Gucci. So she's like, here I am thinking that he's like maybe wanting to get a wallet or something. He's making money. He lives at home, no bills. So he walks in, and I guess the lady at the counter was like, can I help you? And Andrew was like, yeah, you can. And Jennifer's like looking at him like, what is happening, right? And she's like, well, can I start off? Who are you buying this for? And he's like, my mom. And Jennifer's like, what is happening? And so she's like, well, what would you like to see? He said a bag. Jennifer's like, a what? So she's like, I literally just sat back, let him pick out the things he liked. And then when he was like, I really like this one. And he looked at Jennifer and she goes, dude, this is your thing, but I think this is cool because it's different. It's like, mom probably would never buy this for herself because it's typically not her style. And it's a special, it's like a seasonal bag. So she's like, I think that means more, right? Yeah, right? And it is. It's not something I would have thought was cool, right? I would have seen it and been like, that's kind of cool. Probably would have never bought it myself. But, because I'm just a basic bitch. And it's a little bit more, like, richy, if that makes sense. So I can't. I just have the biggest. Now, I think I upset him at first. I was like, Andrew, I can't take this, right? You need to return this. And he's like, why would I return it? I said, now's not the time at 19 to buy your mom a Gucci bag. And he said, why not? Sounds like the perfect time to me, you know? I'm living at home. I have no bills. I have money saved up. And I wanted to show you how much I loved you. Bruh, you don't have to buy me a bag to show me how much you love me. He's like, Mom, he said, that's just a token of my appreciation for everything you do. And he goes, you do a lot, and we don't show you enough, and that's my way of showing you thank you. And I was like, fuck this guy, right? How cool is that? So, I will cherish it. I will wear it. No, he doesn't want it. He won't return that. Are you kidding me? He's so proud that he was able to buy that for me. He was so proud that he could do that for me. I mean, he knows I like those things, right? So and that's what makes it so much special. So I will wear the shit out of that thing. It's got bamboo handles. It's really cute. It's got 2 different straps you can use for, like, crossbody. No, Judy, he was more upset because he thought he wanted. So here's the cutest thing I'm gonna tell you. So he bought it, and he's like, Hannah, I know Mom said that she's kind of sad now that we're leaving. So I'm gonna buy it and you hide it and give it to her on Thanksgiving from me. And then Hannah's like, and Jennifer's like, Andrew, I don't know if that's, whatever. And he goes, you're right. He goes, I want to feel her hug. He's like, I would miss her hug if I wasn't there. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? Sweetest, yeah. He's like, I kind of expected tears. I was like, bruh, I'm so taken aback that I'm like, the tears are like, I don't know. So, anywho, he's like, yeah, I needed my mom hug from that. So, I thought that was the cutest. Yeah, I should be running with it. To me, it sounds like, to me, it looks really fancy, So, I don't know, Lori, what the heck family does. Holidays do bring on fights, I believe. His feet still stink. I know. Marcy, it was the cutest thing ever. Today, I feel more emotional about it. Yeah. And he was so impressed because he was like, Mom, and it's a seasonal bag, so it's only going to go up in price. So even if you don't want to wear it, which I hope you do, they're not going to make this all the time. So you have something special. I was like, holy crap, son. Thank you. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, good for Andrew. Unnecessary. So the funny thing was, the lady behind the counter said, "You want to see the matching wallet?" Jennifer said, he jumped to the plate so quick and said no. She busted out laughing. Nope. So later in the night, so they came home to do that, and they hung out till about 12 o'clock. And at the end of the night, I was like, "So what does that wallet look like?" Andrew just looked at me, shook his head. I said, "Mama may need to see that." I always have to have a matching. Does everybody need like a matching wallet? I don't know. Oh, shit. So yeah, so we were up late. They left at midnight, and to get settled. Ugh, it's so horrible, but sweet as can be. Dan, your dad, no, he wanted more food, so I gave him the half a banana. He wanted toast. I made him toast with butter, jelly, and apple on top with cinnamon. He just ate that. 2 cups of coffee. I put his
taking him to toast at 11:15, like in an hour.
He was starving. The man's withering away. He said, "I don't know, Danielle, I'm so hungry."
I told him I'm taking him to lunch.
Well, I'm sure he remembered. So he had 2 cups of, he's on a second cup of coffee, finished the cereal, and he had a nice piece of toast. I have his new shoes on, so yeah, I put them on him. He says they feel, he wanted me to make them tighter, which they look tight because they haven't been broken in yet. So he is very sweet. I'm very lucky with him. And no, so I wanted to see Dan's reaction. Andrew was worried. He's like, "Dad's gonna be so mad at me that I did it." Bought me my present. And we went in. We all went in. Dan was half asleep, and I have it on. He's like, "What? He got you a sweatshirt?" I was like, "No, look around my..." He's like, "What is that? How much did that cost? What is he doing?" Andrew's like, we're laughing because he's looking. Is that fake? Nope. Shit. Tell me how much I'm looking at. I'm like, "Why, are you gonna pay him back?" He'll know he ain't paying him back. Oh my God, it's so funny. Anywho. Morning, Irish. What's up? How's everybody doing? It's Sunday, the day of the cowhide, the brown cowhide in shape of a football. Everybody exciting for that? So I have to give you the update on my eating. Stomach is doing so much better. As much as I hate not eating these things in my life, I feel took me about 2-ish days to notice a difference. And then now on, right, because what day is it? It's like the 4th day. I feel so much better. So Dan got me nothing. My son bought me and surprised me with a Gucci bag last night. Yeah, the sweetest thing. And he's like, "I just wanted, you're just trying to teach them practicality, right? You want them to have the practicality. Don't blow money. Don't blow it." And that was one of the first things I said. "Andrew, to return this, this is way too much money. He's like, "I want to show you how much I love you, right? This is my appreciation for all you do." And I'm thinking, but you don't have to show me, in something grandiose like this, right? So, and he said, "But I wanted to, right? I wanted to." So, anywho, that was super, super sweet. And then I realized I hurt his feelings. So I said, "Andrew, I love it. I appreciate it. I just want you to know, as a mom, right, we just feel uncomfortable accepting such forms of gratitude that are expensive, right?" So, yeah. Dan was like, well, just tell me. So I gave him a dollar figure. I said, I don't know how much the bag cost, but I can guess how much the range was, right? So I gave him the range, and he looked at Andrew. You know, he didn't really, I thought, howdy Plucker. I honestly thought that he was going to be Dan. I thought Dan was going to be more upset, honestly. I thought he was going to be like, what the fuck are you doing, Andrew? You don't waste money like that. But he didn't. I think he thought it was really cool. It was super sweet, I think. I think, of course, his first reaction was to bitch about the cost like I did. But he really didn't take that away from him. He looked at it, that better be fake, you know, kept looking at it, looked at Andrew, looked at the bag, looked at Andrew, shook his head, and he didn't say anything, which I expected more of a reaction from Dan, because Dan hates spending money on shit like that, right? So I was kind of proud of Dan for holding it in, because Andrew's like, he's gonna yell at me. He's gonna tell me what an idiot I am. But he didn't. He said, Andrew, that was very nice for you to do for your mother, but you don't have to spend that type of money. He's like, I know I don't, but I wanted to. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. So that was cool. Dan will be telling me to turn off the lights probably. Yeah, you know, I think, you know, we just try to teach as parents, right? We try to teach our kids about saving and being practical. And when you blow money, blow it when you can afford it. Blow it when you have it. You have money invested. You have a house. You know, whatever, you can afford to do it. But until then, be safe. Save. Save. Save, you know? So when he goes out willy-nilly and spends over $1,000 in a bag for his mother, bruh, I appreciate it, but he is a sweetheart. No, Andrew bought me an LV bag. He wanted to get me something different, right? Everybody walks around with LV bags, and everybody walks around with certain Gucci bags, right? He really wanted to be different. He wanted me to be, Bonnie, a Porsche is blowing unnecessary money. But honey, that was 20 years ago when we couldn't stop the money coming in. That's the difference. We had houses, we had investments, we paid cash for it, and you notice it's still sitting on our driveway. Dan would never buy another one again. There's a difference of what I'm trying to teach. Anywho, he's like, I just saw this and I wanted you to be different. I didn't want to go into Louis Vuitton and buy you what everybody else has. I wanted Gucci. You mentioned Gucci a lot. Me too, Leslie, that's what I say. He's like, and I just saw that bag. He's like, I liked it, never seen it on anybody, and I want you to be, yeah, I want you to stand out. I want you to, I want, you know, it's not what you would have bought yourself. Yeah, and you know, I am too. Jennifer's like, you know, of course, then the sisters. So Hannah's friend, if you all have the Patreon, Hannah's friend's in the background. She's like, shit, I just want to know when Andrew gets the dough for that, something like that, right? And he works full time. He works overtime almost every week. He gets up at 5:30 a.m. He works hard for his money. You know, he is out in the weather all day long, and he never complains at all. I have never heard this kid, in over a year he's been working for this company, getting up at 5:30 in the morning, bitching about having to wake up in the morning. Bitching. This kid wakes up every day. Wakes up every day, not a complaint in the world, gets up, he may be cranky, but he gets up every day and uses his hands, his feet, and his body for hard manual labor. Never utters one source of complaint. Y'all, I mean, how many of us bitch? I used to be like, ugh, I don't want to work. Ugh. You know, doesn't at all. You too, Johanna. He works for his best friend's dad. They have a construction, environmental type of business where they do construction cleanup, they help hydro seed, they do all sorts of stuff. So that's, yeah, very sweet of him, Pat. Yeah, he's, everybody's always like, all the negative Nellies, criticizing my kids. Back down, and they're like, well, where's Andrew? Why can't he do something? I mean, he is your son. So disrespectful. He needs the help. Bitch, he's working. He gets up at 5:30 every morning and works sometimes till 6 o'clock at night. Don't be telling me what my kids need to do. He does a lot and doesn't complain, won't call in sick, hates taking time off. That guy is amazing. And Dan's like, shit, he's better than I was. I would never do what he does. I don't know where he got it. But he's a great kid. He is. His work ethic is amazing. All right, I gotta pee. And he makes money, He makes decent money for living at home. I'll be right back. Rocky will love it. Sorry. It scared me. I forgot Hannah's home for a minute. I walk in, I hear Mom. I'm like, Mom, who? She's like, hello, Danielle, right here. She calls me Danielle. Anyhow, thank you, Misa. Honesty to me is really important for the most part. There's no need to lie about my shit. Like what I share, love it or don't. I have all these hoot nannies on my video. Yesterday on my Mrs. D. Salinger Cal 3 page. Man, I get so much hate. Because I pick on Dan. That's what we do. I was called a bitch yesterday. I was called a mean one. I was called, bitch multiple times. I was told, Dan, how can you, yes, dead or alive, how can you live with her? Y'all need to get rid of her. She's toxic to your family. She's so bitter. Wow, she's angry. Wow, does she appreciate anything you do for her? Man, it's not like you're taking care of your father. Of course you seemed a little frazzled sometimes. She needs to leave you alone. That was my day. Yesterday. So what did I do to follow it up? Lawn mower. Truth hurts. Oh, you're one of them. That's what I think of you, lawnmower. So what did I do today? I followed it up with another one. Another one of our banterish mornings. This is what we do, right? It's my relationship with my husband. Y'all like it, love it, or don't. You have a choice. You don't like it, get the fuck out. But to have the nerve to critique somebody's relationship and how they communicate and joke with one another. take a look at yourselves. I had this woman and it pissed me off. You know, she said, and this one was on YouTube, and I was very to the point. She said, and she was making me feel guilty about my relationship with my husband. She said, wow, my husband is dying of stage 4 cancer, and here you are bitching about your husband. If only, or something like that, right? To the point. Ooh, that riled me up. That riled me up. I said, you know what? I'm sorry to hear about your husband, but it gives you no right to come on here and bitch to me about how you feel about my relationship. I said, you don't see the humor, the laughter, and the love we have, right? Then maybe this isn't the place for you. Yeah, I said that to her. Fuck her. And I'm sorry, but that shit pisses me off. Don't you come here and take your misery out on me and my relationship. This is my relationship with my husband. Don't you make me feel guilty for what we do, for how we deal with the stress of our lives and everything else that is happening within our home. Fuck you. And I said that in a nice way. I am not gonna allow her and anyone to put any sort of guilt and blame on me for trying to have fun. My life is stressful too, right? My life is stressful too. This is the way we cope with it. Miss Patty, what's wrong with you, girl? What's wrong with you? You appear to be an older woman, right? My age or older, I can't really see. Coming on here picking on a woman who you have no idea who I am. You should obviously know who I stand for, but yet here you are casting your ugliness to me on my channel. Obviously, my business is out there and you make it your business. What's wrong with you, girl? What's wrong with you? It's people like you, Patty, that create the ugliness in the world that we have. It's people like you, Patty, that I was just talking about. Just because you're miserable in yours doesn't mean I'm miserable in mine. What makes it miserable is people like you. Be better, Patty. Bless your heart. And here. That's what I think. Heaven, listen. I don't understand people, right? Her page says happy, joyous, and free. Happy, joyous, and free, but yet I troll people I don't like. Girl. Oh no, bad. Never. The irony, right? Every day I tell y'all, the irony is astounding. It baffles me. Read before you post. Y'all, do you not see you are worse than you are claiming me to be? You're claiming me to be somebody, and you are 5,000 times more worse than you think I am. I don't go on other people's pages and belittle them, bully them, and tell them how bad they are. Patty, sit on that. Hi, Lisa. Love to you. I'll take your love from the UK. Everything. And somebody was also saying, you know, you put your opinion out there, again, expect that to happen. No, just because I put my shit out there doesn't give assholes the right to be an asshole. And Johnny, what they don't realize is that's Dan and I. Vandal. What's up, Vandal? I just, what? Y'all, angry people, miserable trolls, people who can't stand themselves. Think about shit before you post. Hypocrites! And you are 5 times worse than me and anything you're claiming me to be. Hypocrites! Patty got told, Patty, where you at, girl? Spreading your love, happiness, and your preachings through the other people. He always remembers me. Hi, Judy. Yeah, the difference is you don't have to watch nor comment. Someone must have kicked Patty to the curb. Thanks, Jim. She gone. Miss Patty took a hike off stage, right or left. Because why? Because she couldn't face the backlash of me and my friends. Oh, Patty. So, thanks, Lisa and Peter. You have no idea. This bitch be crazy. Well, I didn't pew her. My mods are busy. I have 1 mod, I think. And that's fine. But I gave her the chance to defend herself. Hi, Teresa. It's foreplay. I think it is. Foreplay without the sex. You know what I mean? Oh, forgot Rita's here. And Kim, sorry. Yeah, no. Because let's give her the chance. Most of the time, they say what they want to say, and they could never face the community that is behind me. And that's fine. And that's why I do it. I hope she thinks twice about that. Anyway, I pick on my husband. That's what I do. Once again, why not record it? Because it happens. No, I know, Kim. Nobody did. Once again, stop making me have content. Right? He pissed me off this morning so bad. He was ready to get it on, right? I come downstairs. I have 4 hours of sleep. I'm a little cranky, right? But then I remember I've got a Gucci purse. So it puts a little smile on my face. But I'm just walking down the stairs. Hands full of my phone and my iPad. I got the dogs following me. I got the cat circling between my feet, trying to trip me up, right? And he's like, come here really quick. Let's go. What? I'm still, my eyes are like this. You know? I'm like, oh, this day. Come on, what? Presses himself up against me. Like, feel this, let's go. Just drop everything. Just, let's go do it. Get it on. Come ride the donkey right now. Are you? Starting to get a little angry. Starting to get a little angry, right? I'm in there cleaning up his fucking mess, right? And then I'm making the bed, and he just plumps on the bed. Nothing pisses me off more than that. Let me make the bed. Let me do my shit, right? He's like, just hand me the pillows. Come on and lay with me. Bruh, you know, this shit pisses me off. Let me do my shit. Not my fault you're OCD. Just let it go until after. After. What? Now, does that work with anybody who is routine oriented and OCD in the morning? When has that ever worked? Just give me the pillows and lay down here. I said, you know what, man? I can't. Look around you. This fucking place is a mess. I said, set the mood, Dan. Set the scene. Set the mood. Oh, of course. That's what he says. Of course. I'm like, you want a romance? Have this shit cleaned up. Have the bed made. Have the pillows fluffed, and stuffed. Because you know what? That would mean I could go in and relax. And he says, of course. Of course.
Rocky said early finish, got like 4-ish.
Well, did you say, does she really want to do it? Just say, you know, my mom feels bad. She doesn't want to make you feel like you have to. Because it may be a lot. And then he gets pissed, right? Because I'm yelling at him for setting the mood. You want to get it on like Donkey Kong. Have everything ready. So the romance is already, you know, set. Have me walk in the room and have nothing for me to have to do but vacuum. Right? Have the bed made. You know, he throws the shit up and then just throws the pillows in a pile. That's not having the bed made. All your wrappers from the evening. All the fucking fern paraphernalia. All the cups. All the spoons. You know? No. My brain doesn't. The butter dish. And then the butter dish. That came after. No, that actually was the first trigger I saw before I walked in the room. Toby, you know what I think about you? Hold on. In your face, Toby. In your face. Oh, old girl. You know what I think about you? Look at all these people. Let's gang up. Blah, 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 blah. Old girl, you wish you was only as fabulous as I am. Girl, get with it. Girl, learn how to be a strong-ass woman. Girl, learn how to be confident. Learn how not to bully and jump on bandwagons. Learn how to be kind. Learn how to scroll past the people you don't like, girl. Yeah. You know what my problem is with you and people like you? Well, that's what I think. Toby, God, I love small-minded men like you, and that I bug you that much, bruh. Bye. Yeah, no, that's sexy. So he got pissed off at me, and he's like, never mind. I said, never mind? You're telling me never mind? I already said never mind. I already said that never mind. I win. I win. But my mood bitching at you was my never mind, and my clue to you, they get with the fucking program. Lord have mercy on his soul. Don't be worried. He's gonna be trying to be getting it in later today at some point. Let's get it on. With a big cat shit in the litter box. Remember that cat? Yes, I love that cat. But remember that cat he said I'll do everything for? Well, guess who's doing it? Yes, the ambiance. Cat shit smell mixed in with fern smells, paraphernalia, food trimmings, bed rustling, a mess, everything in between. Poe, what am I doing today? Poor Dan. I know, poor Dan. I am hopefully going to be taking a nap, number one. Number two, I didn't even have a chance to vacuum yesterday. You know what? I didn't vacuum. How's that for my OCD? I was so busy yesterday, I couldn't vacuum. Stressing me out. So, I started my vacuuming this morning. Me neither, 1979. I can't do indoor cats. That's better, Jimmy. Poor Danielle. Anyhow, no, not poor me. You know what? I don't need sympathy. You know why? Because I'm a strong-ass bitch. I take care of myself, I handle my shit, and I do it well. So I don't need your poorness. I got you. Yeah, in Guadalupe, you know, there was, I don't like to be mean, right? Especially with somebody who's going through a loss, like her husband dying. But you know what I don't like is passing along the misery. Passing along your anger at life and telling me how I'm the problem and that I should respect my husband. Because I poke and I prod him, and because I do it because that's how I cope with the disrespect that everybody does in my house by asking, Dan, please don't smush your bread in the butter. Dan, please don't do that. I even put a fucking knife by the butter. Please, just don't do it. It makes it hard, right? It just is ugly. And nobody, when I go to use it for food or to butter my pan, I don't want fucking crumbs in it. Seems respectful, right? See, it was smushed, January. Did you? Oh my God. Harry, Dan better be. He was clothed and afraid. He was running. He knew this beast was out to get him. But shit like that pisses me off. It pisses me off. Please just don't do something simple, right? You know something, like I said, if you know that something is gonna trigger me, you know certain things piss me off, why keep poking? Why keep poking? And that's what he does, he pokes. You know who else poked? His father. He was a poker. Hate crumbs in the butter. I don't want to taste stale crumbs, soggy crumbs. He just doesn't think, right? And that's the problem. So I am going to call him out on his shit. Pappy Z, you're sounding like Captain Obvious this morning. All those yapping. Do you know how lives work, Pappy? Do you know it is laziness? Hi, Goodman, because I just saw you. You know how lives work, Pappy? The person who's conducting the lives on their platform has to yap. Woo! It is important. But it's not like it does any good. Yes, I think Pat, it's laziness on his part. It's laziness for not taking the time to make sure that my needs are met. That's why it pisses me off, right? So I'm gonna poke at him. I'm gonna make fun of his ass on social media. He's allowing me to. He's part of the making fun of. He's part of the humorous banter between us. It's not like I'm doing it and he's saying, don't post that on social media. He's laughing about it. Bitches, he's laughing about it. He laughs about it. Do you think if he didn't want to be participating in my platform, he would allow me to post that shit? It's an open, fair game, open forum. That's how Dan drinks out of the milk container. I don't even drink the milk, but it pisses me off. It's pissing me off. It's not me, but it's just disrespectful for everybody else who does. I hate crumbs in my butter. And I hate smushed butter on my top. My butter pan, my butter, what's it called? Yeah, well, Jenna, I just think they just compare it to theirs. And they're either jealous that we have such fun in our marriage, or it just is not what they do. But just because it's not what they do doesn't mean it's wrong for us. We have done this journey together, Dan and I, for over 26 years. My husband is not easygoing. He's got to stick up his ass most days. He's ADHD. Anyhow, no, he's very high-tempered. Drives me insane. Dan, please. Yeah, blueberry jam. I'll show you crumbs. Put some frickin' Pop Rocks in my mouth and scratch away. You know, Dan, I work hard to organize the refrigerator. Keep everything where it was. And then he opens it up, takes the shit out, and throws it back in. Right? Gets bread in the butter, you know, dipping. Now, Casper, I'd like to say that I've never experienced that. I'd like to say that my husband has never been that one to dip his bread in the peanut butter jar. Because yes, that happens. He's not caring. You guys, That's what I'm saying. It's like, take the time. I try to take the time for you to do things to make you happy, to avoid your irritation, but nobody in my house, right, takes the time to make sure that mom's happy. Some effort. That's all I want. I don't expect 100% effort. Just something. Meet me halfway. Well, I can't do that next because I was petty. So there was a point in my time where I was petty. I was a bitch, plain out. And I did. I was like, well, fuck you then, you know? But the only person that hurt was myself. So I chose to say what I need to say. This is part of my new, yeah, except Andrew. I was, and I just said, I just don't want to be miserable because it makes me unhappy to hold a grudge, right? It makes me unhappy to prove a point for like 5 days. It's hard work. So I decided, you know what? It's just not me. I'm going to bitch. I'm going to say what I need to say, right? I do have reminder notes, Casper. I have notes everywhere. Everybody was laughing last night, right? Because Hannah's here, Jennifer's here, me and Hannah's friend. There's notes all over my kitchen. Dan, do you really want that? Dan, you're not hungry. Boo. Dan, you don't need that. Dan, and they're in the kitchen. You open up the refrigerator and says, Dan, don't finger F the food, because he's always shoving his fingers in the lunch meat and breaks apart the meat. So I said, Dan, don't finger F the food. The meat, I mean. So everybody's laughing at the notes. And what's Dan do? Probably, we were out there for 3 hours talking, and he was out there 4 times. Riley was like, Hannah's friend, she was like, he just still comes out and he's just eating. Does he not see, Dan, do you not see the notes? Do you not see the notes? So anyhow, it was really funny because Jennifer happened to be in there and she's like, you're right. And we're like looking like, what is she saying you're right to? I don't want that. She read one of my notes. You're right. And we're like, what? She goes, I really don't want this. Because I have notes. Do you really want that? Oh my God. Teacher, why do you tell him what to do or what to eat? Is he a grown man? Teacher, is he really a grown man? He might be by number and by his physical appearance, teacher, but his mind apparently is not. Have you heard what I said? Teacher, grown adults don't drink out of milk cartons. Grown adults don't stick their dirty fingers in lunch meat. Grown adults don't smash their bread into sticks of butter on the butter plate. Grown adults have respect for other grown adults that are in the house. Grown adults also clean up their messes when they spill shit all over the floor. And you know what? His grown ass that you think he is does not. He leaves it there for me. Now, does that sound grown to you? Don't think so. Even Grandpa, Ed, tucks in his chair. Ed cleans up his mess. Ed, he drops a fucking crumb. He's bending down to pick it up. Doesn't sound like a grown adult to me, does it? Dan's dad takes a coaster out to put his drink on the table. Dan doesn't do that. Dan doesn't do that. Now what, teacher? What do you got to say? Come on, let's do it. I was just following up to some grumblings from a handle named teacher. So, to me, a grown adult is having respect. To me, if I don't have to write notes, and there's 5,000 notes I have around my house as reminders of what not to do. And guess what? He fails to read them because he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Oh, Dr. B. I know it's unfair to start raising. I have been trying to raise him. Here's the thing. I have been trying Oh, yes, I did, teacher. Look what she said. No, she did not. I have been trying to raise him for 30 years, or maybe more than 30 years. I don't even know. It's been so long. I feel like my whole life has been spent with him. And nothing's worked. So really, joke's on me. Joke's on me. Bishop, yes, that's what he does. Janet, that's what he does. And that's how I'm starting to get back to him, right? That's how I'm trying to get back at him, is you want to be an idiot, right? You want to be an idiot. You want to be disrespectful. Well, you're going to be the butt of my joke. Bump. So there you have it. You can't house train him. Leslie, I've been trying my whole life, practically. And well, that's what I do, Mandy. But here's the thing, right? You're not supposed to hold Segs back, right? That's not supposed to be a punishment. But most of us women do that because it's like trying to get some semblance of help. Like, well, maybe, if I do this, then you will be better if you want that. And I've done that most of my life, right? And I think most of us has. And I know it's not right? I know it's not right, but it's like the last resort, right? What's the one thing you can dangle over their head? What's the one thing that we know, right, that is, I actually sound bitter? I do? Wow, is this what bitter sounds like? Because personally, your comment actually sounds more bitter than I have ever sound. Carlton, Frederick, K. If this is bitter, I want this. And maybe you should look into it too. What's the one thing men like? What's the one thing you put it on the line and you're like, you're desperate, right? The desperate times, like trying to get their attention. And it's sad. We should not do that, right? We should not do that. But unfortunately we do, and we have fallen into that, task just to get their attention, right? Just to get their attention, like, hello. Linda, no, I think a majority of the negative comments are from women. They are. You have the gorilla men coming in, like sprinkles. The women are the worst ones. Yeah, and as most women, right, of husbands, there are cases where I have had friends who was role reversal, and the woman was actually the man. Sloppy, the man was pissed off, right, all these things. But very, very rare. And so, us women mostly are, I think we are eternal mothers. I forever will give, right, to my kids, to their significant others, if I like them. Their babies, my husband, and my animals, and that's just my nature, is to help. But, some of us, most of us are we not? Like, better to vent than that's what I'm saying, Leslie, or to poke him in the jugular with a fork. So Janet, that's what I'm telling my son. I'm trying to change the pattern with my son. I'm trying to say, don't do that, don't be that way, and don't act like that, because it's not nice. And I would be so pissed off at you if I saw you do certain things to your husband, to your wife, as, that I don't find, I've raised you better than that. Get out of your head, and don't be like that. It doesn't mean I don't love them, right? It doesn't mean that we don't love them. It just means that they drive us freaking nuts. And we try to get their attention, and Segs is the last one, right? Segs is the last thing, because you're like, fine. Well, not washing your clothes didn't work. Not feeding you dinner didn't work. Not cleaning the house sure as hell didn't work. Not doing the laundry, the lawn didn't work, because you could give two shits about that. So what's the only thing that he cares about? The only thing he cares about But you're right. What about me? What about us? What about us? What about all the dreams and hopes and aspiration? Anyhow, what about us? What about us? Selfish? Well, I must be selfish. A bitch? Maybe I'm that. But you know what? I should be heard and seen too, as should we all, right? Relationships are 50-50. There's no, shit, I would take 45, percent, 35. I'll even take 25. Shit, I am picky. Help me out. And I don't really want that much help. You know what I mean? I don't really want that much help, but there are things that I do want help with. I want help with you knowing, don't take out 5 sweatshirts in a day and leave them around the room. I need help with you cleaning up after your tissues on the floor when you blow your nose around the toilet. I need help with, you cleaning up your mess, right? Clean up your mess. Just don't leave shit dangling. Make sure everything's put away, drawers are shut. I need help with that. I need help with you not sticking your shit in the butter and smushing it all over the place and making me more work. I need more help with you not biting into my avocados and pissing me off. I need help with you when I take the time to clean the refrigerator, put things back where you get them. Now, what's the common denominator there? It's not me. And I don't think my asks are that much. That's what I need help with, which is pretty much taking care of yourself and the messes you create, plain and simple. I think consideration, I call it respect, I call it giving a fucking ounce of something to show me that you care, and he does, I know but today, this is the shit that sometimes weighs on me. My lights are out in my laundry room. They just went out last night. Look, there are those LED long, ugly shit that you have, these ones in here. I have to change them. I can't see in there. It's like a dungeon in there. And I wish I had a man that could do that shit. Hey babe, the lights need to be done. Okay, I'll get right to that. What? What's that? My wife will leave a half a teaspoon of something in the fridge. I hate that. Dan does the same thing, Goodman, and it pisses me off. I'm like, why do you have a spoonful of dry cereal left in the box? Throw it fucking away. Or finish the fucking box. For the love of God, is that too many calories you're trying to save? The little smidgen that's left? Pour it all in the goddamn bowl. Dan wouldn't know how to do the lights. He wouldn't know how to do the lights. That sometimes, nothing is important to him, Connie. That's the problem. It doesn't mean that it still doesn't matter, That's what I said, Connie, is that I don't ask him to do the things that are important to me, right? I don't ask him to keep up on the yard work. I don't ask him to vacuum the floors. I mean, occasionally I have. I don't ask him to clean the toilets. I don't ask him to make the beds. I don't ask him to do that stuff. But what I do ask is that he respect the things that I do and clean up after himself. Doesn't seem like a lot to ask. I can't even ask him to change the light bulbs in there because he doesn't know how. The provider of what, Jimmy? What is he the provider of? Because if you look at the grand scheme of things, you're just talking about finances, but I am the provider of everything else. My job trumps his. And that's an old school way of thinking, and that is an ugly way to think. My opinion. So, with that being said, I have to change those lights. I hate it. Those things make me sweat. Those things, I hate taking that freaking piece of shit plastic thing off of it. I never remember how to do it, and I always end up cracking it. I always do everything else. Makes me mad. When I'm up there cleaning out the gutters, I'm pissed, right? When I'm up there cleaning out the gutters, am I happy? No. God damn it. This is a man's job. Why am I doing this shit, right? When I change the sprinklers in my grass, do you think I'm happy about it? No. This is a man's job. Why am I doing it? Because he doesn't know how. I clean the gutters, Pat. Shit. Sometimes I get pissed off about that. Sometimes I get pissed off about that. I have learned so much because I've had to rely on who? Me. Me. Did Ed do those things? I don't think he could do them either. I try to teach the man. I try to teach the man. I don't want to change these lights. And it's really not that simple, hard, you know? I get up there, I cuss, I sweat, I get pissed off. And I hope I have some. Shit. I normally keep some extras, but I don't know if I have any. Crap. And then after I'm done, I'm like, God, that's so stupid. That was so easy. I don't know, Claudia. I can't see Joanne doing that stuff either. How long have you not had a job? I've always had a job, so I'm not quite sure what you're asking. Do you have those gutters covered? No. I don't have the gutter covers. I don't have that much stuff. I have a tile roof. So the tile roof emits a lot of dirt and grime. For the most part, I don't get a lot of leaves because I don't have a lot of leaves around my house. They're not that close in the gutters. But I used to, because I had wisteria along my back patio. That was a shit show. But I don't have that anymore. So I've just slowly but surely, have made my taking shit out just to make my life easier. A honey-do list. What the hell is that? Dan, he doesn't even read. My daughter, let me tell you. Oh yeah, yesterday I forgot to tell you. I also helped Hannah for like an hour and a half do her entrance essays for her college. I am capable because I've had no choice. If I had a choice, trust me, Rochelle, I would have preferred him to do those things versus me. And I cuss every time I do it. I'm not happy about it. I also helped Hannah with her papers. So this is Dan. Like, Hannah has been asking Dan for 4 weeks, because Dan's a great writer, right? To read over and make changes to her papers. He hasn't done it. 4 weeks later. I asked a friend to help, and then I finalized my friend, what she did, and then I finalized the other stuff, right? I finalized it. Meaning I just kind of reread it, made sure punctuation was great, changed anything I didn't like it, or nothing. No, he didn't do it, because he wasn't. And I think the more you push him, the more he just says, fuck that, I ain't doing it. But Hannah's like me, she wants her shit done. So I asked my friend, and I said, hey, do you mind reading this, helping us out? And then last night I said, we got home, right? And I said, Hannah, let's just do it and get it done. So we did it. And Dan walked out and he was like, you don't have to do that. Yes, we do. Because she's tired of waiting and she gets stressed out. It's not about you. Sometimes you have to think about other people and how it affects other people. But he doesn't see it. It's just about, he doesn't see, he's not empathetic to, he just says, it'll be done, So I just sat down with her. I said, let's just do it. I'll do it. I'll reread it. I'll make sure everything's good and it sounds right. And so that's what we did last night too. He did. Goodman. He procrastinated till he had to. Yeah. He's a big procrastinator. And I think it got worse as he fell out of love with law. He procrastinated even more. So, no, he did. And he got in trouble. He procrastinated so much. I mean, we all have our strong points, right? And that's just not one of Dan's. He doesn't avoid detail when he has to, but in his mind, he knows that he had time, right? And so, I'm dealing with it in my way. Like, I'm trying to teach my kids, it's just like, you can't change he is what he is. You got to appreciate him for what he has and what he does. And then the other stuff, well, just know you change your path. I'm still off coffee, Linda, and I hate it, but I have been feeling great since I stopped at those things. Oh, Zany. I think Zany. I think Zany has been here before, sharing her platitudes of positivity before. Zany, you know what I think of you? That was the better one. Zany, that's what I think of you. Zany, if you really want to learn some respect and common grace, stick around. Stick around. It's sad that you are so lonely. Troll 666. That's for sure. You are a troll. You can't do it. I'm so lonely. Yes, troll. I thought you went for a walk.
Are you still on?
Yeah. I'm bagging on you.
What?
I'm bagging on you.
On me?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Dad said to give me $100. I could take $100 bill for my nails.
Dad's giving you $100?
Yeah, for my nails.
That was so nice. Because you didn't do her papers?
Huh?
Because you didn't do her papers?
No, I will do her papers.
They're done. We already did them.
Well, I hope you didn't turn them in.
Yep, they're turned in.
They're turned in.
That was crazy.
They're turned in. They sounded great. And there you have it.
It's more on my experience anyways. The papers aren't as important as my experience.
Thanks, Carol.
And my experience isn't there, so.
I posted a video of you, Hannah.
I know.
Tell
I don't
people
know, but-
It's on there. Hannah's on there.
Be better, Dan.
Huh?
Be better, Dan.
Oh.
Be better, Dan. Be a better father and be a better husband for the love of Pete.
It was so funny. I found his money stash and I pulled it out and I said, Dad, have you ever heard of finders keepers? And his face got so serious for a second. And then I was like, I'm joking. Relax. And he just walked away. It's so funny. He was not happy for a second.
How do you get Dan out of here? You talk about money, you give him shit, and you give a fake laugh. How's Dan? Joe, he's great. He's in trouble. There he is over there. Let's show him. There he is, peeking through the door.
It was really, I wish I got that on recording. His face was so funny.
There he is. There's that face. Kind of looks like Uncle Fester from back here.
Hannah, I'm going to lunch.
I know, I'm going to take Andrew's car.
Well, you need to clean.
You don't want to go?
Well, I have nails at 12:45. So, and Rocky said she's going to call. She wants to do it. She's taking a nap right now.
Okay. Who's going out to lunch? Nobody invited me.
All Dad's family.
My dad's family, which is your family.
Oh, I just want to go, please.
Anywho,
I'm going to play some music.
you're gonna play music. Well, where's your earpods?
Connect. It doesn't work. And I texted you, but I know you didn't get it. So I got some things off Fiori, but I sent you money for.
I saw you send me money.
I sent you money for $165, and so you paid for like 80 something of it. Is that okay?
Do I have a choice? Do you hear my friends?
Well, you do have a choice, but that's why I said, is that okay? You paid for the tax of it all, but I counted up like how much my items were, and it was.
Did you add tax to your items?
No.
Oh,
The tax was on you, like just
Oh.
plain.
the tax is on me.
And you got 3 things, I think. Yeah, you got 3 things.
I got 3 things.
I got like a lot, cause I got a bunch of shirts, which were like $34.
Yeah, I don't like those things.
Yeah, I do.
Does she want money? No,
Always
she.
want money.
Of course she wants money.
No.
But no, she bought. I wanted some things on Fiori because she had a discount, and so I took her things. And Hannah, we got to clean out his car before you drive it because it's hideous.
Then I had to look because I realized I found a good discount.
Yeah, so then she started shopping because she saw. So then she said, "Well, Mom, is it okay if you just pay my tax and a little bit more?" So $87 worth.
I sent her once. I sent you 165.
She was nice enough to send me 165.
I was gonna send you 100, but I was like, that's tough.
Who's paying for your nails today?
Dad. He seriously said I could have 100.
He did?
Yeah, so I'm like, I know where it is. I'm gonna take one.
He didn't agree to it though.
No, he did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, because he came in and something happened. I was like, Dad, do you want to give me $454 for Viore? And he was like, no. I was like, well, can you give me 100 for nails? And he was like, I'll make a deal with you. I'll give you 100 for nails. And I was like, and then he made me do
a video. So that's how she got the $100. The compromise was she had to be in a video.
He took a video of me coming asking for how much money I said.
You paid your daughter to be in a video.
No, he tried to.
They're in my
He tried to
purse.
take a video of me asking for like the money I wanted. I was like, everyone's gonna call me a snob, so I don't want that. He was like, yeah, you're right.
Well, you are.
Well, I am. But
You just gotta embrace the snob.
But I'm not. But I'm a snob, but I'm not.
How's your boyfriend feeling today?
He was not well. He passed out on the floor. He was like really drunk. He said he couldn't even function.
No shit. Did you tell him he called us 20,000 times? Her,
What did you do with the keys?
they're in my purse.
All that's in your purse are casino cards.
No, not that
There's a
one.
bunch
There's
of
another
purses.
one with the pink strap hanging. Pretty soon it'll be my new Gucci purse, but it's a pink
Where?
strap on the chair. Look, there's more than one bag. There's 2 bags right there. And he's like, where? Bruh. Like casino cards. You know. Do you see what I'm working with? Do you see? You guys don't see. Where are you going?
Dose.
By yourself?
No, I'm meeting everyone there.
Yeah, but what about your dad?
I'm getting pregnant. I gotta find my wallet.
It's in the car.
With another cash in there.
It's in the thing. And we left your cash there. We didn't take it.
You had cash in there. We didn't take it though.
We didn't take your cash.
How much cash?
100 and something.
It's 100 and something in your wallet.
Oh, my wallet.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for not stealing the cash out of my wallet. I mean,
You're welcome.
Is that really something that needs to be recognized?
Yes.
Yeah, I found your wallet and I didn't steal the cash. Can I get
Finders, keepers,
You
losers.
want an award?
If you left it in
Let's
my...
call up the news. Hey,
Dan,
after the day.
Did you not... Am I not invited to lunch today?
What?
Am I not invited to lunch?
You are invited to lunch. Are you coming?
I didn't get invited.
You're invited.
How did I know about lunch? You
I
didn't...
just found out about it.
I just heard about it just now, 2
I heard
seconds
about
ago.
it 5 minutes ago.
It's
Would you
really
like to come?
rude. No.
Would you like me to bring you something home?
No. Maybe. I might want a salad. Salad. Hello. See, this is how the Salingers work. You see how organized they are? My daughter sounds like me. Can I get $300 for groceries?
And Alex on the phone, she's like, "Can I get some money too?"
What are you
Just
doing?
put it on my Cabo tip. I don't know.
Oh, is that what they want you to do? Hannah's on the Peloton. It is fun life. You guys, people ask, why do you call it your farm? Her boyfriend called like us 50,000 times last night. He was drinking, and he was funny as shit. I kept telling him last night, stop killing my future babies.
He was so positive. He walked home by himself, I guess. He didn't even know how he got home.
How is he driving home today then? He's not well. He can't drive. He's like, bruh. I said, you're literally killing off my future grandbabies. You need to stop that. Bruh. He walked home. So, thanks, Janae. Can you... So he stumbled home and passed out on the floor. He has no idea what happened. Good times. And he's got a fitness test tomorrow.
Like, no, next week.
Oh, he has 1 more week. Never mind. I haven't seen it yet, Emily. Emily said she loved the video. Here's Grandpa. I'm gonna have to turn it though. This is Grandpa's with the gate belt. I'm not doing any arms. This is supposed to be my...
Is any of these mine?
Tell him the Porsche's his.
The Porsche is yours, Dad. That's yours right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
You want to take your car?
What?
Want to take your car?
I don't care. I've never ridden.
All right, we'll
before.
take the white one then. You've driven in the Porsche.
Out there?
Yeah, right here. This one right here.
Okay, fine. Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Ed. How are those shoes?
It's a little cool outside.
I know. Let's get you in the car here.
They're off. They're off. All right, guys. I'm going to hit the road. I'm not to lunch, just to hit it and go. She graduated with a psychology degree and she's trying to get into grad school now. So, yeah, I'll tell him. Anyhow. All right, love you guys. Have a good day. Hold on. Bluetooth. Sorry, I had to get the Bluetooth off because, I have to end my, sorry. Give me a minute. Bluetooth was going on. Bluetooth, so I had to get off the, what? Oh, the turkeys? Yeah, we don't care about those turkeys. Anyhow, psych degree, yes, and then she's going in to become an MFT. No, MFW. MFT. LMFT. LMFT.
Or like, I don't know if I'm doing MFT.
She doesn't know what she wants to do, so we're
I'm
still
one
out.
of those, but just
She's doing something like that. I've been married to Dan for 26 years. Yeah. Anyhow, y'all, I'm out. A social worker, like a psychologist, social therapist. It's all crazy. I don't know. She keeps changing it up, so I can't.
It's a it's just who asked her if she wants to be a counselor or therapist.
Counselor or therapist. She keeps changing the acronyms on me, so I can't remember them. Different acronyms. Anyhow, you guys, remember you are important, you worthy, and you matter. And remember, your feelings are just that, yours. Don't let anybody try to tell you otherwise. And remember, sometimes just take a breath, take a breather. Don't react right away. Think about it, marinate, and figure out what and how you should respond respectfully. Anyhow, love you guys. See you tomorrow. Have a great Sunday. Hope your teams win. Go Niners. There you have it.
Package.